starting in mountain pose with our feet firmly planted under our hips, our shoulders rolled and stacked on top. And with a gentle expression on our faces, we take a deep breath in through the nose and we sigh it out through the mouth. 2 more just like that. Noticing the muscles in our faces and our shoulders soften. Bringing our awareness back to the breath, the steady in and out through the nose. The noticing of our ribs and our rib cage expanding. The rising and falling sensation. Running through a body scan from head to toe to get a sense of the mood and the energy of the body, perhaps even areas of lightness or heaviness. Perhaps taking a moment to set an intention for our practice. And with gentle shoulder shrugs, we'll rise up with our shoulders and we'll round out, up and around. Gentle shoulder circles. Noticing the shoulders coming up into the neck towards the ears. And then the shoulder blades drawn into the spine, engaging the upper back. Noticing the smiles that this motion creates on our faces. And then we'll switch directions, drawing the shoulder blades in, up, and around with the shoulders. Noticing the sensations in our necks, our upper backs. 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Resetting here. Taking a deep breath in and sighing it out. And with our neck, we'll draw our chin to our chest. Taking a few deep breaths here just to get a sense of the length of our neck and maybe sensations that we feel from the spine all the way up through to the crown of the head. And when we're ready, we can roll our head left to right, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. Slowly starting to build our range of motion as we notice where we might be holding tension. Perhaps even noticing what's happening in the front of the neck. Down the sides, down the back, into the shoulders and upper back. Noticing all those connections. Gently moving left to right, exploring as we go. And then holding the next time we get over to the right ear, right shoulder, finding the length in the left side of the neck. Seeing if we can't actively release tension in the left shoulder. Seeing how it melts away from the ear. Noticing any tension we might be holding in our jaw, seeing if we can't let that go. And then bringing our awareness to the breath, calm and steady in and out through the nose. And rolling our chin through center, bringing our left ear to the left shoulder, finding length. And then again, noticing what's happening in that right shoulder. Noticing the breath, noticing the softness in our faces and jaws. Lovely. And rolling our chin back through center again, holding here for a big breath. And then we can lift our heads up, rolling our shoulders at the same time, up and back. And then we roll with our arms, palms facing out. Inhale, drawing the shoulder blades in and back. Exhale, we round the arms back to the front. Inhaling, draw the arms back and up. Exhale, around to the front. Keeping our knees gently bent. Noticing how the upper back engages. Noticing how the chest opens. And again, perhaps we have a smile on our faces. Almost impossible to avoid. 3 more. And then we'll switch directions. Inhale, drawing the arms up. Exhale, back and around. Perhaps we lead with the pinkies, drawing the pinkies up. And then rounding the arms back. Whatever range of motion and speed suits us. Feeling energy down the arms, in through the armpits, down the side of the body, and up into the upper back. 3. Last one. Beautiful. Up we go with the shoulders into the neck. And we're going to open our legs a little bit wider, and we'll flow through our squat sequence to our forward fold. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Palms together, finding length. Exhale, sinking through our malasana squat. We inhale, forward fold. Then we exhale, back up to standing. Rolling the shoulders back. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Palms together. Exhale, we go down. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, we round up gently. Stacking the vertebrae, shoulders and head. With each inhale up, we reach and we arch a little bit more, gaining our range of motion and the fluidity as our bodies warm up. Our speed matching the movement to our breath. Yummy, appreciating all the yummy sensations that we might be feeling. 3 more. Perhaps we're even noticing the pause at the top or the bottom. Last time through. And we all meet back up. Mountain pose, hands to heart center, and we take a deep breath in between. We come to the top of our mats and we'll start our first sun salutation, flowing through a full vinyasa. And we'll use our vinyasas to reset in between a few dynamic movements. But let's get our flow here, continuing to match the rhythm of our breath to each pose. So inhale, reaching the arms up, palms together. Exhale, we swan dive, forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Draw the chest through, shoulder blades are in towards the spine. Exhale, forward fold. We step or we hop back to our plank. We lower down through chaturanga, upward facing or cobra. Down dog. And let's hang out here in our first down dog for a few breaths. Option to pedal the heels, option to shift the weight left to right with the hips. Finding grounding of our hands on the mat. Our heads are hanging heavy between our arms. We just find a few intuitive movements here as we continue to warm ourselves up. And notice what's happening in our body. Good. Gazing forward, we bend the knees, we come up on the toes, we step or hop to the top of our mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, bringing the hands together over the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. We finish our first vinyasa. Let's do two more just like this. Deep breaths in between. On the next inhale, we reach the arms up over the head. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. We plant the hands, we step or hop back into our plank. Exhale, down to chaturanga. Good pause here. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, down dog. And again, we'll take a few deep breaths here. And again, we can find some intuitive movements or stillness as desired. Finding the grounding of our hands, the heaviness of our head as we press the heels towards the earth. Noticing what the legs are saying. Good. Gazing forward, we come up on the toes, we hop or step to the top of our mat again. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up to extended mountain, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. We reset with a deep breath here. And let's do one more vinyasa. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, we swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping or hopping back, plank. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing or cobra. Exhaling to down dog. We meet there. Few breaths in between. Beautiful. And from our down dog, we'll come into our first dynamic sequence of plank mountain climbers. So let's inhale, floating to plank. Pressing into the shoulder blades. Finding our torsos parallel to the floor. We're up on our toes. Toes are together. And we can bring left knee into chest, then right. Whatever speed feels good. Perhaps we speed it up, perhaps we slow it down, engaging the abdomen, loose necks, and we're continuing to breathe, pressing into the shoulder blades. Three, two, and one. Back into our down dog. Catching our breath here. Feel warmth and energy we've generated. And we reset our hearts and our rhythm of breath. Lifting our left legs off the earth. Pressing our weight into the right heel. Making sure our neck is heavy and our hands are firmly planted. We gaze forward, we come up on the toes of the right foot, we bring our legs through, crescent lunge. Inhale, reaching our arms up. Finding our crescent lunge here. Checking in, we can see the toes of the left knee. Our back leg is nice and straight, the quadricep is flexed, lifting the kneecap. And we're going to do our lunges, pulsing with arm swings. So bringing the hands down to heart center. We can sweep the arms up as we come to standing with the left leg. Exhaling, hands to heart center, we lunge. Inhale, we reach up. Exhale, we lunge. Inhale, reaching up. Straightening the front leg, keeping that back leg nice and strong. Building strength and stability with our front leg. Tall torsos. 3 more. Feeling the left leg start to warm. And we hold here and we'll come into our plank vinyasa. Bringing our hands to the earth, stepping back. Chaturanga, upward facing or cobra. And we meet back up in down dog. Yummy. Pedaling that out. Wiggling the right foot might feel good. Then we reset here. Noticing the changing rhythm of our breath. We'll allow our right leg to float out, finding grounding of our hands and pressing our weight through the left heel. Calm strength. We gaze forward, we come up on the toes of the left foot, we bring our right leg all the way through to our crescent lunge up on the back toes. We reach our arms up when we get there. Finding our stability here. Strong back leg, lifting the kneecap as we engage the quadricep. And we can see the toes beyond our right knee. Finding somewhere to gaze at, nice and tall in the torso. Good. Bringing our hands back down to heart center. Palms are pressed together. Inhale, we sweep the arms up, we straighten our front leg. Exhale, we sink back down into our right leg lunge. Inhale, we sweep the arms up. Exhale, we lunge. Finding our flow. Maintaining strength with our back leg as we build with our front. Feeling the heat and energy we're creating, generating in our front leg. 3 more. Last one. And we flow through our plank vinyasa, hinging, planting the hands, stepping back, inhaling, exhaling chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Down dog. Good. And we take our reset here. Either pedaling it out, rinsing, or finding stillness as desired. We're going to flow through another sequence with our crescent lunge, and then a standing Tadasana with a 90-degree leg. So, starting by floating our left leg off the earth. Single leg down dog. Gazing forward, stepping through with the left leg, crescent lunge, finding our stability here. And we'll flow through crescent lunge to a standing 90-degree right leg, hands to heart center. It'll look like this. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, standing Tadasana, 90-degree right leg, flexing the foot. Inhale, back, crescent lunge. Exhale, Tadasana. We find our flow, building our stability, our speed. Our strong crescent lunge. Good job. Feel those fingertips reach to the sky. We'll do 3 more. Last one. Back to our crescent lunge. Plank vinyasa. We meet up in our down dog. With purpose, moving through each pose. And we reset. Noticing the changes in our bodies, the energy, the vitality, the heat. And we'll repeat the sequence with our right leg, lifting it up. Pressing our weight over to the left leg heel, pressing it into the mat. Gazing forward, we come up on the toes of the left foot, we step through, right leg, crescent lunge, we find our stable pose here. We take our deep breath in. With each exhalation, we come back to standing, palms together, flexing the left foot. Inhale, back into our crescent lunge. Reaching up. Finding our flow, finding our stability, while we generate heat and strength in the right leg. Strength in each pose, palms pressing together, dynamic tension in the upper body. 2 more. Reaching the fingertips up, flexing the foot. Small little micro movements with purpose and determination. Hinging forward, plank vinyasa, we meet up in our down dog. Taking the time we need in each pose. And we come into our down dog. We take a moment here to reset. Once again, noticing the rhythm of our heartbeat, the changing rhythm of our breath. And we can come into a child's pose and even grab a sip of water as desired. Good. Next dynamic sequence. We'll flow through a down dog to a malasana squat, coming to standing. So we have options to step or hop, step or hop. And we'll flow through that. So let's draw ourselves through all fours, curling the toes under our shins. We exhale up into down dog, lifting our hips, pressing the heels back. We have the option to step or hop into our malasana squat, bringing the feet outside of the hands. We gaze forward. We come up on the toes, we bend our knees, we step or hop, malasana squat. Finding our malasana squat here, and then we have the option to stand up or hop up and back into malasana squat. We have the option to bring our hands up and then again back into malasana squat. And we'll do this a few times, building our leg strength, creating a bit of mobility in our hips, bringing our heart rates up, gazing up, standing or hopping, listening to our lower back, listening to the impact that our vertebrae is ready to absorb. Perhaps we lift our heels up and we come up on our toes. Let's do 2 more. Good. Back into our malasana squat, planting the hands, stepping or hopping back, plank vinyasa. We meet up in down dog. And we catch our breath here. And we're going to do that same sequence, but we'll flow through with one standing or hopping up and back into our malasana, back into our plank, back into our down dog. So we find our flow. Starting off, gazing forward, coming up on the toes, stepping or hopping up, malasana. When we get here, we come up, we come down, we plank, we vinyasa, we down dog. And we flow through at our speed, taking breaths wherever we might need. And then we start back up at the beginning. Noticing the energy, noticing our heartbeat. Gentle landings if we're hopping. Beautiful. Our speed with purpose. Beautiful. Last one right here. We meet up in our down dog. And we check in with the rhythm of our breath, with the heat. We wiggle out our feet, we pedal, we reset. Feeling the head hang heavy. Feeling energy running all the way from our heels, up the legs, through the glutes, down the spine and in through the head. Noticing the strength and stability of our arms. Beautiful. Inhale, floating to plank, and we'll do some plank up. So maybe opening the feet a little bit wider, hip width apart for stability. And we have the option to come down into our forearm plank to hold here, or we can come back into our full arm plank, lowering and lifting, challenging the core to stabilize, going from left to right, left, if we choose to lower and lift. Challenging ourselves, each side of the body equally, not favoring one over the other. Our speed. We keep breathing. Three, 2, 1 more. And then we meet in down dog and child's pose as long as we need in each. We sink the hips back, we come off of our hands, we roll our wrists as desired. Perhaps we shift our hips left to right. We check in with our breath, and we congratulate ourselves for pushing through, for being determined. And we celebrate what we've achieved. Drawing ourselves up through all fours again. Inhaling. We curl the toes under the shins. We lift up into our down dog. And we'll do a little bit of upper body strengthening with some handstand prep. Starting with firmly grounded hands into the mat. Heads are hanging heavy. We'll lift our left leg all the way up. And then we're going to step it underneath our abdomen. So that we're in a baby warrior crescent lunge with our legs. Hands are firmly planted. Head is hanging heavy. Our left leg is underneath us. We're in a half forward fold, as you might say. And the right leg is going to kick up as we bend the left knee, kicking the right leg up. Gently and slowly bringing our equilibrium over our arms. Kicking the right leg up, gently landing back down with the left foot. Yes, beautiful. Our speed, our range of motion, starting to get that right leg up over us. Building our equilibrium and our confidence for 3, 2, last one. And we come back down, child's pose. Let's reset here. Catching our breath, coming off of our hands, celebrating that exciting preparation for handstands as we continue to build strength and stability and confidence. Resetting. And then we come through all fours, big breath in. Bringing our toes under our shins, we exhale back up into down dog. And now you know where we're going. The right leg comes off the earth. Firm grounding of our hands. We plant the right leg underneath us. We come up on the toes of the left foot. And when we're ready, we can bend the right knee. And we can start to kick up with our left foot. Perhaps this will look a little different than the other side. We go to our ability, our confidence. We continue to build our confidence and equilibrium, bringing that left leg up a little bit more maybe each time. Building the strength of our upper body. Gentle landing of the right foot for 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. And let's pedal that out in our down dog before we come into our child's pose. Pressing our heels back. And then we lower our knees, sinking the hips back, coming off of the hands, rolling the wrists, making fists. Maybe even shifting the weight left to right. We'll do one more hop up with both legs. And it may look like a scissor leg, and that's totally fine. We do what our body is capable of, and we celebrate that. Great. Inhaling back to all fours. Curling the toes under our shins, we lift up into down dog. And as and when we feel ready, we can bend both knees, bringing the heels off the earth, and we can lift both legs off the earth. It may look like a donkey kick. That's fine. We land gently. We feel the strength in our hands, our arms, and our shoulders. We feel the abdomen engaging. 3, 2, last one. Down into our down dog. Pressing the heels towards the earth. Letting the head hang heavy. Noticing the rhythm of our heartbeat and our breath. Feeling all the energy running through the entire body. And we come down onto our knees. Child's pose, walking the hands out. Perhaps we make fists again and we roll out the wrists. Yummy. Beautiful. We're going to finish our practice on our backs, crossing our ankles, coming onto our butts. We'll extend our legs through. We can have one last sip of water here. We'll do some gentle, slow yogi bicycles with our center point as our inhalation point, and our exhalation will be seeing the right elbow to the left knee and vice versa. So taking a moment to bring the feet to the earth. The legs will be bent at about 90 degrees. We feel our lower back pressed into the earth. Yeah, bringing the feet up. Legs are at 90. Hands come to our head at the sides. We inhale. And on the exhale, we extend the right leg long. We bring the right elbow, the shoulder off the ground, reaching towards the left knee. We inhale the center. Exhale, extend the left leg long, left elbow to right knee. Inhale the center. Legs back to 90. Exhaling, we twist. Inhale, we center. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist and extend. Slow and with purpose, trying to bring that shoulder towards the leg, the knee. Lifting the shoulder off the mat. Feeling the abdomen engage. Notice the pause at the top and bottom. The end of the exhalation. Just before we breathe in deeply again. Maintaining tension and awareness on the abdomen. 3 more on each side. Last one. And we release the feet to the earth. We release the shoulders and head. And we can reach up and allow the legs to reach long on the mat, arching the lower back, taking deep breaths into the abdomen. Sigh that out. 2 more. Nice, releasing the lower back to assume its natural curvature. Bringing the knees back up and hugging them into the chest. Perhaps we rock side to side, we pulse, or we hug it in, finding stillness. Extending the legs over the hips, driving the heels up. And we can scissor the legs here, one at a time. Option to lift the head and shoulders. Option to bring the hands under the hips, alternating left to right. Again, inhaling up, exhaling lower. Slow and steady. Again, this doesn't have to be a big movement. Perhaps we only bring the leg halfway down. That's fine. We listen to our lower backs, conscious of protecting them. Keeping our foot nice and flexed. Smiles on our faces. Celebrating our strength and determination. 3 more on each side. Last one, each side. And we lower the feet to our glutes. We bring the feet to the earth. We extend our legs, we extend our arms, and we arch the lower back. Deep breaths in. 2 more, just like that. And allowing the spine to assume its natural curvature, we bring our hands back down and we hug the knees back into the chest. Narrow or wide, rocking or still. Just taking a moment to recover, to reflect on all of the dynamic movements that we did here today. Getting our heart rates up, generating heat and strength, and even a little stability, along with some headspace. Changing the energy. Perhaps we'll notice a change of perspective or lightness for the hours ahead. Let's eagle the legs or figure 4, right leg over left, left foot to the outer edge of the mat, and we lower the knees over to the right. Slowly twisting and getting a sense of what's happening down the left side of the leg into the lower back. And then using our breath as our guide to notice if we're pushing too far, too fast, or need to change our pose or ease out of it. Bringing our awareness to the physical sensations and to our breath. Perhaps noticing lightness and space in our head, our upper body, down the arms, through the torso. New lightness down through our legs. Noticing a calm stillness washing over us. Inhaling, bringing the knees back up, gently helping them along as needed. And we untwist, bringing the right foot over to the side of the mat. We cross the left leg over in figure 4 or in eagle, and then slowly lower the knees to the left. And again, we bring our awareness to the breath and the physical sensations. And for any areas of discomfort, we can bring our awareness there and the breath to create lightness and space. And letting that lightness and space fill our bodies. Creating space for newness, freshness, and light. Bringing our awareness to any areas that might feel heavy, sticky, or dark. Noticing how they transform. Inhaling, bringing our knees back up, untwisting and hugging the knees back into the chest. Noticing the contact that our head, our shoulder blades, our mid and low back make on the mat. And making any final micro movements here. Perhaps we wiggle out the feet, pointing, flexing, noticing the calf muscles engage. Crunching our toes, hugging in like little balls, chin to chest. And when we're ready, we can roll over and press ourselves up to our easy seated pose, whatever that looks like today. Bringing our hands to heart center, bringing our awareness back to the space around us. Gentle expressions on our faces or smiles. We give thanks for this opportunity to practice the strength and determination of our bodies and minds, and for all the positivity that we've created here. Heat, energy, mindfulness, stability, and determination. We give thanks for our community and the beauty that lies within. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.